Let things be exactly as they are. You can't change me, and you can't change God. Let things be exactly as they are, and you and me will live in peace. Well, I don't know what anything is for unless I listen to that still small voice telling me this simple truth, that everything is for my good. Let things be exactly as they are. Oh, you can't change me, and you can't change God. No, you can't change God. Let things be exactly as they are, and you and me will live in peace. I'm not this body that you see. Although I always say how much I love my body, I'm so glad to be in my body, I'm so glad to live this life. I am as God created me. We are all one family, and it's possible to live in peace. So let things be exactly as they are. You can't change me, and you can't change God. Let things be exactly as they are, and you and me will live in peace. Kumbaya. Thank you. Gotta get the kumbaya in there, because I love it. Spirit coming close. Come on in, Spirit. We're here. We are you. You are us. We are all together in this wonderful circle of love. So let's have a prayer. And then I'm going to ask Shauna to play a video of one of my Sanskrit songs after the prayer. So here we go. Right here, right now, in this sanctuary, and later on YouTube if you're watching, we are co-creating an unconditional circle of love where everything that we like and everything that we do not like is included. And we learn from it all. We grow from it all. We expand. We remember who we truly are. in this knowing, in this welcoming. So we welcome everything. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All our thoughts, all our feelings. And we also welcome into our circle today in a special way those that have departed this earthly plane, those that we know. Of course, I'm thinking especially of my dear husband, Glen. And whoever you may come to your mind, bring them right now into our circle and speak their name if you like. Oh, so much love from the other side of the veil, guiding us, directing us. And even in this time of turmoil in our lives, in the world, we don't know what anything is for. We don't know what this is all about. However, we do know that this too shall pass, and something amazing will spring forth. As I've learned with Glen's passing, there is so much that I don't know. And so I surrender to it all, being guided by Spirit to do what is mine to do in this world. Every action, every step, everything I say, everything I do. Thank you, Spirit, for flowing through me. The knowledge of the universe is right before my very eyes. The knowledge of the universe sings and with joy and sighs with love and compassion. May we hear the things we need to hear today and say the things we need to say. And may we know that we are safe. Blessed be, and so it is. Just to say a day. Just to say a day. Adenila nadana. Adenila nadana. Juga 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 echo verse. Juga, 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 echo verse. Juga, echo verse. The knowledge of the universe is right before my very eyes. The knowledge of the universe lives and breathes and sings and sighs. The love that is life, the sacred mystery is here to guide me home. My soul is free. Just to say a day. Just to say a day. Adenila nadana. Adenila nadana. Juga, 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 echo verse. Juga, 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 death to say a death.
A death to say a death.
Adanila Nadanahat.
Adanila Nadanahat.
Juga, 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 Egoves.
Juga, 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 Egoves.
Juga, Egoves. All honor to the mysteries, whose attributes cannot be described. No end and no beginning. The dimension of the limitless. Love that is life. The sacred mystery is here to guide me home, where my soul is free. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, actually, that song is sung in the Gurumukhi language. I'm going to put a link to the song in the chat if you want to explore the exact meaning of that Gurumukhi chant. But it's basically the English that I sang. All honor to the One. Hail the primal being whose attributes cannot be described, who is out without beginning, the unstruck sound, and whose form is one through every age. I love it. There's a lot more there if you want to explore on that page. But, yay. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you so much. So, I was sitting here this week and contemplating the lessons and, you know, thinking about Glen's passing and also, of course, what's going on in the world and politics and everything. And this feeling of safety came over me. It's not even a feeling, it's a knowledge, like something shifted. And I landed on, in my mind and heart, this lesson 80 from A Course in Miracles. Let me recognize my problems have been solved. If you are willing to recognize your problems, you will recognize that you have no problems. This is where I get so happy and joyous with these teachings from Spirit, is the paradoxical nature of our multidimensional existence. And so I get really just very thrilled in my heart about being this human expression of the divine in this three-dimensional world where I trust my guidance. And when I get involved with thinking about my problems, I lose sight of that guidance. So, I'm going to go back to this. Your one central problem has been answered, and you have no other. Therefore, you must be at peace. Salvation thus depends on recognizing this one problem and understanding that it has been solved. One problem, one solution. Salvation is accomplished. Freedom from conflict has been given you. Accept that fact and you are ready to take your rightful place in God's plan for salvation. And I know sometimes these words can be tricky and triggering for some of us that have grown up in the Christian tradition, or but what this means for me is there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with any of us. We get involved in fear and we make choices and things happen, and sometimes it snowballs into world problems. However, where I'm sitting right now, I see the power of the knowingness that we are one, and that I am one with Spirit, and there's no separation between us. And that's salvation. But we talk about this all the time here in this room, certainly. But a shift has occurred into knowing this to be true. And a calm has come over me like I've never felt before. The day of Glen's passing, of course, it was such an amazing day, and I told you about it last week. And I was filming, a network TV show, but that experience is just a part of the journey. You see what I mean? I wasn't looking at that experience. It was a dream come true for sure, but I wasn't looking at that experience as anything other than what God's plan for me is, other than what God's will for me is. My will and God's will are the same. Therefore, as I step through each part of my path, I know that what I'm doing, even if I make a mistake, or even if I have this super huge, high emotional moment, which I did that day, it's all a part of the path. It's not separated out somewhere and, oh, I wish I could get to do that again, or, oh, I'm so sad that this, I don't have this anymore. And no, I may be babbling a bit here, but no, it's all part of the same thing called God's will. So whatever you're doing is what you're supposed to be doing. And so, I came to a real place of gratitude this week, and just for being alive. And honestly, 6 months ago, I did not have that sense of gratitude. So another thing I'm really quite learning is, whatever one's spiritual practice is, or, if you don't even want to call it spiritual, you want to put the term spiritual in front of it, whatever practice you do that brings you peace of mind and quiets your mind for a while, for me in the morning, and I think that's a really good time to do that. And when I just stay true to my practice and not expect a result, I'm not practicing in order to get something. I'm practicing. I love A Course in Miracles. I love the workbook lessons. I love the text. I love it. And of course, I love our conversations here in Awakening Together. And all of that I do and am dedicated to because I love it, not because I expect God to give me something. This being out there called God that's supposed to give me things if I ask him nicely, like Santa Claus. That's just not it. It's just the gratitude for having this incredible experience. This amazing life experience that we share because you are on the path with me. So I'm going to sing a little song of gratitude. How about that? Let me do that. I love to sing. Mostly what it is that I have to share is, of course, my songs. So I love this one. I see I'm not your enemy. Love is the way. Can you really see me at all? Love is the way. Can I really see you at all? Love is the way. Love is the way. And God is the love. Love is the way. And God is the love. Do we dare to be aware of unity? Unity between you and me. Love is the way. Can we dare to be aware of reality? Reality is unity because love is the way. Love is the Love is the way. Oh, thank you, y'all. Excuse me. Yes. Shauna, thank you for that comment in the chat. That's what I'm. That's what I'm discovering. An effortless strength. Yeah. Effortless. You know, when. Well, and there's a time for this. When I first started on the conscious spiritual path, I was just like, oh God, I got to get this right. I got to get this right, like, and just really striving, you know. And actually, I was pushing away from what was really the truth, which is I am already that which I seek, and it is effortless, and that being human, there's nothing wrong with being human. Like, human is spiritual, being human is a spiritual experience because we are spiritual, entities in these learning devices. So that is where I've come to a more effortless position with all of this. Just thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, sacred mystery. It's a mystery. It is a sacred mystery full of multi-dimensional experiences that I cannot explain. I may have said this last week, but I was on set and I was doing this scene, and all of a sudden my whole life was happening right in that moment. That was so amazing. I got this glimpse of and it was all occurring simultaneously. You know how some people say that reincarnation is not so much you live a life, then you come back and there's another life. But some people think of it as all of it occurring together. That's that's what I was experiencing. And in my life, since there's been so much change and evolution from being born in Alabama and raised as a boy to being transformed into queer Reverend Yolanda, a singer-songwriter. So many times in my life, I've died and risen again. Over and over and over and over. And in that moment on set that night, I felt like all of that was happening at once. And every person that I loved showed up in that experience with me. Everybody that I had loved. And I was just like, oh my God, what an incredible thing to feel that. So, anyway, we're in a review in A Course in Miracles in the workbook. And yesterday we were reviewing I Am the Light of the World, which has been coming to me as the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. And what am I forgiving? I'm forgiving first myself for, just all the times that I don't trust, or that I fall off the path, or that I, want to let fear guide me rather than love. And as I forgive myself and love myself, my light shines. Let me not obscure the light of the world in me. Let the light of the world shine through this appearance, and whatever shadows will vanish before the light. And then in the review it also says, forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. let this help me learn what forgiveness means. So whatever is happening in my life on the outside, let me use that to learn what forgiveness means. Isn't that great? Instead of worrying about what's going to happen, which is my biggest thing. What's going to happen with this? What's going to happen with that? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? You know, wow, let me use these circumstances to help me learn what forgiveness means. And then, oh, well, here it is. Today's review ideas is, the first one is, the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. And it includes here a phrase that Earl Purdy used to say all the time. Maybe he still does, but I love it. He would always say, let peace extend from my mind to yours. Isn't that a beautiful blessing? Let peace extend from my mind to yours. Well, then what does that also ask me to do? Find the centering and the peace in my mind and in my heart, because it's there already. Wow. Let peace extend from my mind to yours. What a joyous message. And then the second review today is, let me not forget my function. And my function is to be the light of the world. Oh, goodness. I love how this all dovetails. Okay, so I want to share with you one of Glen's booklets, but before we do that, I want Shauna to play the next video. Thank you, Shauna. Oh, how about singing about love and light with a cup of charge and a 2-drink dinner? I'm living in love and light. Yes, I am. I'm living in love and light. Yes, I am. I'm living in the truth that love has healed my life, because I'm talking about, yes, I am talking about, I'm talking about love. I'm living in love and light. Yes, I am. Well, I'm living in the truth that love has healed my life, because I'm talking about, yes, I'm talking about, I'm talking about love, love and just gonna preach a little now. I know how it is every now and then. You just get out there in the world and you feel like you're all alone. But let me tell you something. There's nothing to fear because you are not alone. Just look deep inside yourself. Are you breathing? I ask you, are you breathing? Okay then, God is with you. There's nothing to fear. Just step out that door and walk into the world, and you're living in the truth. That love has healed your life. Because I'm talking about, yes, I'm talking about love. Oh goodness, I love that video for so many reasons, and actually I'm going to kind of read what's in the chat because this is a great conversation that Leo brought up. It's so important to be able to celebrate all of our manifestations, because as you're watching that video, you're seeing, you're seeing Roger appear, which when I changed my name, I didn't throw away my birth name. So my legal name is Yolanda Roger Anthony Mapes, because I really trust and believe that all of these manifestations that I have been are important and are make up who I am today. So I think that's really, really cool. And so I responded, I agree. That's kind of what I meant when I said I've lived many lives, died and rose again many times. And Leo says, same. It's only been a few years since I stopped the dead name stuff. Lynette, my former self, was badass. She's the reason I'm here today, and she deserves to be honored and celebrated. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Our entire path is so sacred to me, and all of us have done this. I mean, we were born and we were little bitty kids at one point, and now we're over here, and so we all transform and grow, and all of it is good, all of it is amazing, and yeah, from this perspective, I'm really, really grateful for all that I've lived and all that I'm still living. So I want to see if I can share. I should be able to share. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Let's see if we can. All right. Okay. This is one of Glen's booklets. We have a Wednesday night class on A Course in Miracles called the Fellowship of Awakening. We've been doing it since 2007 or 8, and we're still doing it online. And if you want to know more, you can email me, yolanda@yolanda.net. Glen made these wonderful booklets for each week that we did our class. And this one, he always grabbed these pictures from Google. And this one, Nesting Dolls, is in relationship to A Course in Miracles, Chapter 8, The Journey Back, Section 4, The Gift of Freedom. So Glen always asked Spirit what would represent the message for the day, and so he picked these nesting dolls, and then later down here, picked antique handcuffs. Interesting. Okay. All right, so I'm going to share what he said about these Nesting dolls and handcuffs. What a strange combination. All right, he said, we are nestled in God as God is nestled in us, and so on and so on. Peace and joy are here within us. Within us. Peace and joy are here within us. Wow. That was something that Glen knew in the very heart of his being. He was so joyous, and he would do things like skip around the street and hold my hand and walk down the street with me, skipping and laughing, and it was just so glorious. It is our nature. Peace and joy are here within us. It is our nature, meaning that is how we are created. Being happy and content is easy for us. We are experiencing and sharing the light of God. Or not. That's what we're looking for now. Those that help us share our light, like you guys. We help each other share our light. I see Tina's in the room, and I'm so honored that you're here, Tina, and so grateful for your sharing this afternoon. It was moving and just brought me, well, tears, but also such joy in your light. I just love you dearly, and thank you for that deep sharing. We are looking for co-conspirators, collaborators, friends, and partners. We have a decision to join with others toward our sharing of this peace. Again, that's what we do here at Awakening Together. We join with each other to share this gift of peace, the peace of who we are. Their light is reaching out to us, after all. It is our joint will to share the peace of God. We need to become aware of how we have chained up our peace, chained up the world, and chained up our brothers. We handcuffed them to the past, restricted what they can do and how they interact with us. To be free to pursue our good, to go on our journey, we free the world and our brothers to pursue the experience of peace and the presence of God. Wow. Yeah. I hear that. Sometimes there's a huge temptation for me to handcuff myself to the past, and I did do a bit of that this past year, the first year of Glen's passing. But wow, when it shifted, it really shifted. You know, it really, really did. And I didn't try to make anything shift. I want to keep saying that. I didn't try to make anything shift. I just wanted to live my life in love every step of the way, no matter what was going on. So let's see. Okay, at the top of this booklet, at chapter 8, section 4, the text starts out with, if God's will for you is complete peace and joy, unless you experience only this, you must be refusing to acknowledge his will. His will does not facilitate being changeless forever. When you are not at peace, it can only be because you do not believe in him. Yet he is all in all. His peace is complete, and you must be included in it. And Glen says, we can be happy. It's our nature. When we're not happy, we're going against our nature. We have our being in the presence of peace and love. We are a part of that presence of peace. Wow. So the course goes on to say, light does not attack darkness, but it does shine it away. If my light goes with you everywhere, you shine it away with me. The light becomes ours, and you cannot abide in darkness any more than darkness can abide wherever you go. The remembrance of me is the remembrance of yourself and of him who sent me to you. And Glen says, we are the light we're seeking, and so is everybody else. It's the result of our wholeness. It is reflected all around us. When we shine, we are participating with wholeness. We do it together as part of a community. We own this light. We use it when we share with others. And his question here is, how well do we play with others? Anybody want to give a testimony to how well we play with others? I think it's worked so well here in the sanctuary. And, you know, my mission, of course, is to not only play well with others in the sanctuary, but to take that out into the world and you know, play well with others there. I mean, that's the purpose of all this. And so I'm going to skip down to another comment that Glen had to say. If one of us can be happy and fulfilled, all of us can. I appreciate that statement. That's a gem of wisdom right there. If one of us can be happy and fulfilled, all of us can. When we unite with others, we gain the ability to experience happiness and the fulfillment of our function. We all want this. Happiness isn't the problem. It's our ability to work with others. And if we're going to call anything a problem, let me remember that all my problems have been solved. So happiness isn't the problem. It's our ability to work with others and teach others to work with others. Question, and this is another question and a statement that he used to say. It used to be on his phone message and everything. Do you teach peace? Or he would say, teach peace. Just as a greeting, teach peace. I get it. How can we teach peace if we're not living from the place of peace? Hard to do that. But simple, maybe not easy, but simple to reach that peace inside. It's always there. It's just a shift to looking at it, to looking at the world and whoever you're dealing with and whatever from that place of peace. Wow. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. I'm not doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. You're living the light. You're living your life the way you're supposed to live it. That's God's will. I keep saying it. It just is so exciting to me, you know. Okay, another section that Glen is commenting here. He says, giving and receiving are the same thing. Remember, we know how to do this already. It's natural. Remember, we do it with others as an expression of ourselves. We heal ourselves in the presence of others. Yes, we heal ourselves in the presence of others. Together with our teachers, our inner guidance, we choose to listen to the voice within and act on it in public, he says. We choose to listen to the voice within and act on it in public. Question, are you ready to heal so you can give yourself away? Are you ready to heal so you can give yourself away? Oh, I like that. And the Course says healing is the way in which separation is overcome. Separation is overcome by union. Your mind is the means by which you determine your own condition, because mind is the mechanism of decision. It is the power by which you separate or join and experience pain or joy accordingly. And Glen's comment on this is healing is proof that we are essentially whole. Healing is mending, repairing, coming back together. We stop believing in what doesn't work. Fear doesn't work. And we work with others in their healing and self-expression. No one can make you do anything. True. We fight ourselves more than anyone else, choosing to suffer. And his final question that I'm going to leave us with is, do you have permission to be yourself? Do you have permission to be yourself? Yeah. Yes, you do. Yes, you do have that permission to be yourself. So, before we go, how about a little chorus of... This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Last time, sing it with me. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Woo! I couldn't help myself. All right, my loves, thanks for joining me today. And remember to listen to the voice that likes you, because she will tell you that we are one, and she will tell you how to act like it. Blessings and love, and see you next time.